Okay, today we are going to finish the book, The Dragon Sitter, and we're also going to find out the name of the dragon. So, this email is from Edward to Uncle Morton on Monday, August 8th. The subject is au revoir, which is a French word that means goodbye until we meet again. And there's one attachment, a picture of Mom and her hose. Dear Uncle Morton, I hope you had a good journey home. Did the dragon behave himself on the train? Mom put up the new curtains and she's ordered another fridge from the store. She says she never liked the petunias and she's decided to plant roses instead. She's going to spend the rest of your money on new carpeting for all of our bedrooms. She loves the cheese, by the way. I don't. It smells awful. Sorry for saying so, but it does. Emily says thank you for the stuffed monkey. She says he's almost as good as Jemima. I think he's even better. At least he doesn't need to be fed. Also, he can sleep in her bed instead of that cage in the backyard. And thanks very much for the books. They'll be really useful if I ever learn French. You know your list of instructions? Well, Mom finally found it behind the sofa. We've read it now. You did say the thing about chocolate and lots of other useful stuff, too. If only we'd found this list before. Mom says she thinks you just put the list there when you came to collect the dragon, but I told her not to be so silly. Mrs. Kapelski's cats have started coming into the yard again. Mom chased them out with a hose. She said, I wish that dragon was still here. Then she looked at me very quickly and said, I don't really. But I think she does. I do too. He made everything very difficult, but he was fun too. I hope you're having a good time back home on your island. By the way, when I said I'd like to visit, I really did mean it. Will you send an official invitation to Mom? Otherwise, she's never going to let me. Emily would like to come too, but I told her she's too young. She is, isn't she? She might fall off a cliff or something. Lots of love from your very favorite nephew, Eddie. P.S. Please give Ziggy a chocolate bar for me. So that is his name. And I have the list of instructions that Uncle Morton left for dragon sitting. Ziggy has an excellent appetite and will happily snack all day long, but I try to restrict his meal times to the same as mine. He will eat anything except curry and porridge. Please don't give him ice cream. It wreaks havoc with his digestion. He does love it, though, so don't leave any within reach. Don't forget, dragons will do anything for chocolate. I usually keep several bars of milk and dark chocolate for emergencies. Ziggy isn't an energetic creature. He usually sleeps all night and most of the day and requires only a little gentle exercise. If he's feeling restless, he'll take himself for a quick flight and be home in time for dinner. I usually let him outside to do his business after breakfast and before bedtime. Accidents will happen, and I shall, of course, compensate you for any damage. He is perfectly happy curling up anywhere, even on the hardest cold stone floor, but he will be grateful for a couple of cushions. Please don't let him sleep in your bed. I don't want him getting into bad habits. I've clipped his claws, so you shouldn't need to, but if you do, I recommend garden shears. If his rash recurs, call Isabel McIntyre, our vet in Lower Biscuit. See the other sheet for her number. She knows Ziggy well and could help in a crisis. If you have a non-medical emergency, try Mr. McDougal. Thanks again for looking after Ziggy. See you soon, M. That was a pretty helpful list. That would have been great if they had it beforehand. I wonder if Uncle Morton really did leave it or if he snuck it in at the end. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that book. And it was actually the first book in the Dragon Sitter series. So if you really liked it, the next one is The Dragon Sitter Takes Off, The Dragon Sitter's Castle, and then the last one, The Dragon Sitter's Island. So I hope you enjoyed the book. And I hope you're reading at home too.